Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to do Leetcode daily challenge monotonic array. So basically this particular question is marked as easy level. So its constraint would be accordingly that as well. But the thing here is that solving this question is in itself tricky and it can miss out a lot of its cases the way it seems to be. But yeah, let us first read this question and then we will be go ahead with the coding part for the same. But before that, let us check that what are the constraints for this particular question. So here we see constraint are up to 10 raised to power 5. So if we go ahead with the solution of 10 raised basically n square solution, then that won't make much sense. It will give us TLE. So that's why we are required to go ahead with either order of n or order of n log n solution here. So let us first read this question. So here in this question, it is mentioned that you are given an basically first thing is that an array is monotonic if it is either monotone increasing or monotone decreasing. Here they have mentioned that monotone increasing or decreasing. They have not mentioned the word strictly, so that simply means that duplicates are also allowed here. So an array nums is monotone increasing if for all I less than equal to j, nums of I less than equal to j, and array nums is monotone decreasing if all I less than equal to j and nums of I greater than equal to nums of j. So basically either it would be equal or it would be in increasing or decreasing sequence. If it is increasing at the starting, then it will go increasing till end as well. And if it is decreasing, then it will go decreasing till end as well. So given an array nums and we are required to return true if given array is monotonic, else we are required to return false. So this would be the whole scenario here. Now the first example here which is given is 1, 2, 2, 3. So basically we need to check that is 1 less than 2. Yes. So then 2 is equals to 2. So is 2 less than 3? Yes. So basically this is monotone increasing. So that's why we are returning true. So here 6 less than 5? No. But 6 greater than 5? Yes. Then 5 greater than 4? Yes. Then equals to 4. So again this is true. Now here if we see 1 less than 3, yes, but 3 is less greater than 2, right? So that's why it is not monotone increasing and that's why we will be returning false. So according to all this, what we will be going ahead and solving would be that we will be checking that we'll check that if it is less than or it is equals to, then we will be checking for the next one as well. Or we will be setting some flag or something like that. We will be going ahead. And in that scenario only, we will be just getting it wrong in some of the test cases and so on. So rather than doing it in that manner, what we can go ahead with is that we can maintain basically two flags. One would be for increasing and one would be for decreasing. And at the starting, it would be in false manner only. And what other way we can, and then in that context, first thing which we are required to go ahead is we need to check if the array at the starting is it decreasing or increasing. That thing we need to check. And if we are able to determine that it is increasing or decreasing, then accordingly that we will be again running a loop from that particular index only. And then we need to check if whole of that is increasing or not, if it was increasing at start. Else we will be checking whole of that was decreasing or not, if at the starting it was decreasing. So this is a thing which we are required to check and accordingly we can return true or false. So just try out this particular thing in your coding scenario if that works or not. If you're not able to do the same, then you can check the further for the coding part. So let us code this particular solution. So as I already told that first thing which we would be required is we need to set two bool variables. One would be for increasing and the other one would be for decreasing. And both of them would be at the starting false because the thing is that we don't know that the array would be increasing or decreasing. And here we are setting one variable index which is at the -1 basically this we are setting for the fact that from this onward only we will be going to check that our array should be increasing or should be decreasing. So for this purpose, we are setting this. Now we are taking one loop. Here we will be starting from 1 rather than starting from 0. Just for this is just for the scenario for handling the runtime error. So here we will be going ahead and checking that if our array is basically increasing or decreasing. So if our nums of I minus 1, if it is less than nums of I, then we need to basically set our increasing as equals to true. So that simply means that our increasing, that this array which is there, it is increasing in nature. And from here only we need to get the index, and then we need to break this loop from here only. We don't need to go further same. And the same scenario we need to check for our decreasing. Else, if it is decreasing in nature, then we will be setting our decrease equals to true. And then we will be breaking out of this particular loop. See, one scenario is either it is decreasing or it is increasing, and other scenario would be simply that it is equals to. In that context, we will be just storing the index. We won't be breaking out, and we won't be setting any of the condition. So that is the thing we will be doing in this whole loop. And now after breaking out of this loop, then we will be starting our loop from index only, and then I less than nums dot size I plus plus. And here, as we are starting from directly equals to index, right? So that's why we won't be going till the last. We will be just coming out at nums of this, basically just nums dot size minus 1, just to avoid a runtime error. So here we will be checking that if our decrease flag is true and nums of I is less than nums of I plus 1. Basically, these both of are the contradictory statements, right? If that is the scenario, then in that context, we will be returning false. And if our increased flag is true and nums of I is basically greater than nums of I plus 1, so that again it is a contradictory statement, so that's why we will be returning false. So basically, when both either of these contradictory statement will hit, then it will be returning false. Else, we will be returning true because there was no contradictory statement hit. So that's why the whole solution will completely work fine. So that was a scenario. And if we run this particular, then it will get accepted because here we have already handled all cases which are required. And if we submit it, still it will get submitted as well. So here if we talk about the time complexity and the space complexity, so we are not using any extra space, and the time complexity is also order of n, not order of 2n, because the thing is that from wherever we were starting this loop, from there only we got break when any of the flag was set. And after that flag was set, from there only we started our next loop, right? So that's why in that scenario, because of that only, our whole solution becomes order of n only without any two pass solution. Basically, it is a one pass solution only that I want to convey. And the space complexity is already order of 1 because we are not using any extra space. So this was all for today's question. If you have still any doubt, you could comment that down. And yeah, if you really like the explanation, you can like, subscribe, and share among your friends as well, just for helping others as well in that scenario, the way I'm helping you. So this was all. Thank you.